Chicago's gang wars are infamous, but what happens when the violence turns inward? When brothers in the same organization begin turning their guns on each other? This is the story of a war that has shaken the Black disciples, a war where betrayal comes not from enemies, but from within their own ranks. Whispers spread through the city after the murders of Munna Duke and Youngin. Their bodies discovered inside a car abandoned deep in Algale Gardens, territory claimed by the BDs themselves. A chilling message soon followed. The set known as Front Street stepped forward, claiming responsibility, but this was just the beginning. Lil Zay Osama, one of the most prominent names connected to the BDs, suddenly found himself in conflict, not with rival gangs, but with his own. His girlfriend was murdered, not by an outsider, but by someone from the BD set known as 600.
So don't be making it seem like I diss broski. R.I.P. Vaughn. I put folks at the top of the mountain Rushmore, whatever they say that is. You hear me? On phone now.
And then came another killing. A respected OG from 600, known as Domo, was gunned down during a crowded street party in BD territory. No outsiders to blame, no rivals to point at, only suspicion and silence. The question hung in the air: who inside the Black disciples wanted him gone? But while BD infighting shocked the streets, another tragedy cast an even darker shadow. 19-year-old Darryl Benton Harris, charged with the unthinkable act of violence. Authorities say he murdered his own pregnant girlfriend, her younger brother, and left two women fighting for their lives.
Crazy though.
And y'all keep on making it seem like I was dissing Vaughn. I ain't never in my life diss Vaughn, you hear me? I f***ed the older my boys. So stop making it seem like I diss Vaughn. What I said, Vaughn was on some free bite down, so me and folks bumped heads a few times over that shit. But me and folks also talked about that shit.
It began with a midnight argument that led to a fight. Bite Down 600 ended up getting into a physical altercation with Elijah House. Minutes later, gunfire tore through the home. He was just 16, but he was shot in the back. His sister, Imani, only 20 years old, carrying unborn life, was gunned down next. Their mother and a family friend collapsed in pools of blood. When neighbors rushed outside, the screams carried down South Shore Drive, echoing the sound of a family destroyed.
Me and Vaughn, like, that was bro. Like, I fuck with him, you know what I'm saying? Me and bro had a crazy ass relationship, bro. We used to argue all types of shit to deal. We used to be tweaking with each other. But R.I.P. Vaughn, though, folks, is a good nigga, though. But he definitely...
beefing before it was cool? Like,
it was never no beef. It was never no beef. It was a situation where my girl cousin got killed.
Yeah.
And a nigga that was from 600 did it because that was his baby mama. So he was mad on some baby mama, baby daddy shit in the crib together. They had their baby sitting right here. Plus he was pregnant with another baby by him. And he killed her. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things where, like, if you around that, if you even like promote anything with free him or any of that, I'm on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. Like, but Vaughn was some shit telling me, like, bro, you know ain't nobody rooting for him. I understand what he did to your cousin and shit like that, but you know he all alone in his shit. He by himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to look out for him and at least help him get home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was his homie. Before any of this happened, you know what I'm saying? That's Vaughn homie. So he was probably trying to just help him get in a better situation, whatever the case may be. I ain't give a fuck at the time. I was ready to go to war, whoever about that shit. You get what I'm saying?
This nigga named Bite Down?
Yep, you know.
So Today is July 19, 2018. The time is now 11:52 hours. Sergeant Gauthier 3281, interviewing inmate Darryl Harris. Mr. Harris, please state your ID number.
2016-11-11-070.
All right, Mr. Harris, you just involved in a fight on Tier 1 Charlie. Can you please explain what happened?
No.
Did you want to press charges?
No.
No injuries? We're just seen by medical. And recording.
Fuck bite down. If he ever come home, we gonna kill that bitch. Tell him I said, damn motherfucker, play with him. What?
Chicago streets claim another life as 600 Domo, a well-known member tied to the infamous 600 crew, is gunned down in a deadly early morning shooting. Shot in the stomach, chest, and head, his death raises chilling questions about retaliation, high-value targets, and the unforgiving nature of Chicago's drill scene. From block parties turning violent to the dangers of lingering on the wrong block. Chicago, a city with two faces, one that shines in the summer sun and the other that lurks in the shadows waiting for a mistake. And this week, the city has claimed another. They called him 600 Domo, older than most, still standing in his circle, connected, respected, and now gone. Taken out in the dead hours of the morning on a block they say is nothing short of a trap. Word is, it happened fast. Stomach, chest, head. Some say it was random, others whisper it was personal. But in Chicago, those lines blur real easy.
So you and Domo, y'all figured it out yet? Y'all squash what y'all had? Or?
Man, it ain't shit going. I'll just be speaking the truth. Still, that's all. Look.
You said a lot of shit. You said Domo was a snitch. You said clothes be looking goofy.
Cheesy.
Cheesy, yeah. Why you say that?
I was talking about Trigger.
What that nigga be wearing?
You see yourself, shit.
I ain't never seen. I don't even know who he is, to be 100.
Yeah.
In Chicago, death keeps his own calendar. Sometimes it comes on a birthday, sometimes on the anniversary of someone else's. It's not superstition, it's a message, a cruel way of marking time. Domo wasn't the first, he won't be the last. 600 has been losing people for over a decade now. The drill scene that made them fear also painted a target on their backs, one they can never remove. Survivors of this lifestyle rarely survive in Chicago itself. Those who made it out, Chief Keef, Polo, G Herbo, Dirk, they didn't just get lucky, they left and stayed gone. But Domo came back. Chicago can feel like home, even when it's dangerous. The block knows your name. The corner store clerks nod when you walk in, but the feeling is a trap, because here, bullets don't check IDs. You could be a gang member or a civilian walking to your car. If you're standing in the wrong place when the wrong car rolls by, it's over. And lately, there's been a new trend. Block parties, big crowds, loud music, easy targets.
I ain't gonna lie, this bitch live, folks.
One weekend, it's the West Side. The next, a downtown parade. Even family events turning into war zones. Too many people, too many grudges, too many guns.
2 people dead tonight, at least 7 others injured after a series of shootings in Chicago's Austin neighborhood overnight. Social media posts here showing a huge party in that area as police arrived on scene. Our Sarah Maki looking into it tonight. She's live in the control room. Sarah, what are police saying?
Well, Chris, we've learned that these shootings may be linked to a massive party that was promoted on social media, but police are not saying if these shootings were linked to each other or if the victims attended that party.
Videos posted on social media and audio from police dispatchers give some insight into what first responders were up against.
800 to 1,000 people. Our officers are outnumbered.
Some videos online show hundreds of people in the streets in Austin, calling it a Club J-Roy event. Another post indicates the event went on for 10 blocks, while some videos show the start of some of the violence. Police say the shooting started at West End and Lamont. One woman was killed before 3 at West End and La Crosse, 5 others injured there, with more shots about 90 minutes later at Maypole and Laverne, where 18-year-old Caleb Williams was killed.
Multiple shots, unclick a rifle.
The numbers adding up quickly.
We have 3 people shot, is that correct?
At my guy from West End of Lamont, this is all the same incident.
A police source told CBS News Chicago police officers were so outnumbered they had to call in units from near O'Hare, the Northwest Side, and downtown.
Give yourselves a hand for being a part of history, Chicago.
We tried to approach Mayor Brandon Johnson at a public event Sunday, asking the mayor to talk to us about these shootings and police staffing, but he would not stop for comment. The organizer of the party in Austin referencing threats of violence in the lead up to the Saturday event.
Y'all can't come. Shorty, y'all cannot come.
And acknowledging he thought about canceling.
I thought about canceling that, but we still on.
Though one more post calls it a successful Club J. Roy, even as police spent hours collecting evidence.
The organizer promoted this party on his social media platforms. We tried to reach him there and by email, but we have not heard back. Police say they do have at least one person in custody, a 22-year-old for throwing a brick through a CPD patrol car.
I gotta take responsibility for the simple fact that they saying it's my shit. Ain't no other nigga gonna come forward and say, oh yeah, that's my block. That's my party. That was my party. You know, they all gonna leave it on me. Cause I got the name, gang. And my got promoted the most, and I don't portray that image for a reason. I don't want that under my name. I got brothers for that. I got cousins for that. I don't gotta play no tough role. I don't gotta play no street nigga role on my brother. I am a gentleman. I throw block parties because it's open to everybody. I want everybody to come out and have fun. Without no goofy, like, in the last parties I've been having, nothing happened. We all stayed out 6, 7 in the morning, cool, parlaying, sing a party in USA. Anybody feel like I'm my fault or I'm wrong for leaving, I apologize. On my brother grave, I ain't leave nobody for dead. I told my the second low. I had 2 locations. Once the police made that right, once y'all made that, once I started 2 with the police game, I had to go. No!
They just bombed mine. And they still got music playing back there. Look at the fireworks. Yeah, the fireworks, bro. Sure, yeah.
For anyone tied to 600, the danger never ends. In this city, certain names hold weight, not because of fame, but because of history. History written in blood. 600 made his mark early, and the streets remember every chapter. For their enemies, time hasn't dulled the pain. They wait, sometimes for years. When the opportunity comes, it's ruthless. A man hit in the stomach, chest, and head. That's not a warning. That's a message delivered with precision. They say anybody from 600 is worth taking out, even the ones who keep their heads down, especially the ones who let their guard slip. 5 in the morning, the air is heavy, the streets are quiet, but not empty. A 600 party doesn't end early, it drags deep into the night. And in the shadows, eyes watch. Maybe from across the street, maybe from a car slowly circling the block. By 5 a.m., it's not about celebration anymore, it's survival. And that morning, survival wasn't in the cards for Domo. And while families mourned, the cycle of violence spun on. Lil Zay Osama publicly accused members of the BD set THF-46 of stealing his watches. But this wasn't just about jewelry. It became a death sentence.
It's like, y'all heard about the situation with the watches, right?
I'm about to bring that up with your shit, right?
Yeah.
All right, so look, they be saying that some THF niggas took your shit and then, or they took one of your homies' watches and shit. And that's why you kind of fell out with OTF.
I never fell out with OTF. You get what I'm saying? This was the situation. The situation was we had an OTF chat, like where we all talking.
Group
pull
chat,
up, yeah, where we pull up the video, each other video shoots and all this extra shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hit the chat, I'm like, pull up to the video shoot, I'm in the rack. You feel me? Motherfucker, pull up to the video shoot. But like I'm telling you, it was niggas in this group chat outside of OTF, like these other different blocks. So 2 niggas from down there pulled up to the video shoot. I never had no problem with them, no bad vibes with them. So you know, they come to the video shoot, we kicking it. Video shoot over, I leave. I go to my hotel room. Mind you, I get off the liquor, I'm drunk as fuck now. You feel me? I'm in the hotel room, I go in the room, I fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Every night I take my watches off before I take my chains off. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I always take my watches off and put it on the table because I be sleeping like this, or you know, I use my hands to sleep. You feel me? So I took my watches off, both of them, and put them on the front room table. You feel me? I wake up the next morning, bro, like 7 in the morning, bro. My gone, you hear me? Now these niggas telling Smirk and them like, on woo, we ain't got a merchant on all they dead homies. You know what I'm saying? When you merch on your dead homies, you gotta be for real. Yeah. You can't lie. If you lie, that means you don't care about your niggas. You a piece of shit.
But then it's tough to be a thief because all the other person has to do is say, put it on your dead homies, and then you either gotta lie or you gotta disgrace your homies.
So basically, not a real thieves. You get what I'm saying? Not a real thieves. Yeah.
He claimed 5 lives were taken because of that theft.
Every other day it's a new nigga outside coming out of snitch. So what that make y'all? The rest of you is snitches too. You hear me? Facts. I'm out the way, making music, getting money, just signed my new deal. But look though, this was before the deal. I swear to God, 2 watches got stole, about 5 lives got took. Now run and tell that. We trying to go for 10, nigga.
One of the most haunting cases, the brutal execution of THF TP, killed in front of his girlfriend and his daughter. The streets remember that scene, not for the robbery, not for the watches, but for the silence of a child forced to watch her father die.
If you know what you out here doing, Cam, don't be outside with your kids, bro. Not walking with your kids, though. I see if you pull up and grab your kids from school or go take your kids outside. You know what I'm saying? But wait, look where you at.
I'm 757K. What up? On the guys. We all up. And I'm on my blog. More than 100. By myself. Fendi boy diss who?
Man, Fendi boy don't shit. I'm gonna fucking slap the fuck out of him.
Bus stop, man. Hey, this bus stop right here though. This a real famous place. You hear me? This is a real famous place, B. Hey, this bus stop, this is a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Free my nigga team. Got him rockin', man. Gay.
Terrence Pearson, better known as THF TP, is a drill rapper from Chicago and a member of THF 46. He is known for his disrespectful track, Bus Stop, that mocks the death of 051 Young Money rapper Lil Mark.
So your biggest song that we know about today is Bus Stop, a Chirac drill classic.
Yeah.
Hey, can you tell us about the concept and the process of you making that song?
I ain't gonna lie, the process of it was a freestyle. Like, it wasn't even supposed to be called that, but like the engineer was just with the beat and shit. Like, he made that motherfucker. Like, he made that motherfucker. Honestly, like, he put the bus stop shit in the hook. Honestly, it was an ad-lib. It wasn't even supposed to be called that, but I was just on there talking shit about what was going on. I guess that bitch just wound up going up. Then I had members in that bitch. A lot of members in that motherfucker gone, jail right now, dead right now.
Man, you had Bobo in that motherfucker.
I remember Bobo, Raheem, Bro Greg, members in there.
He was shot and killed on February 7, 2024 on the west side of Chicago while walking with family members and his girlfriend. There have been no arrests made in his case. Mark Campbell was a drill rapper from Chicago, Illinois. Lil Mark was also a self-admitted member of Young Money 051, one of Chicago's most hated gangs due to them being responsible for multiple high-profile murders. In March 2014, Lil Mark dropped a diss track to rival gang members titled No Competition, where he was shot and killed just 3 days later.
What y'all on? Alright. That L shit. What up? Out here. I'm on fast, boy. I been out here. I stay out here, boy.
On March 28, 2014, at 1:27 p.m., Lil Mark stood near a bus stop on 5100 South King Drive when a silver minivan pulled up. The shooter, armed with a handgun with an extended clip, would fire at least 12 shots at Lil Mark, where he was hit at least 1 to 2 times in the head, where, after a pause, the shooter fired 2 more shots, then escaped in the minivan. Lil Mark was pronounced dead at the scene. The minivan used in the murder was found in flames on 3700 South Ellis Ave just 5 hours after the shooting occurred. Lil Mark's killer was never caught.
Hey, it's a 2-51st.
Damn, body down.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
No. Body down, 51st gang.
Man, bus stop, man. Hey, this bus stop right here, though. This a real famous place. You hear me? This is a real famous place, B. Hey, this bus stop, this is a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Free my nigga team.
What was your relationship like with Little Mark?
That's my boy. that's my guy. That's my boy, Mark Block. R.P. Brody.
Do you have any stories you could share about him?
Say it again.
Do you have any stories you could share about him?
Same as Melly. Good individual. I love bro. If you ask me about any of my fallen stars, it's basically gonna be the same response. Because we feel no different from each other. We feel the same. Like we love each other, we care for each other. And we'll do anything for each other. Like even if it's bad or good, we'll do anything for each other. We'll break our neck for each other.
You got the tea?
I can get that.
Man, pull up.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying I don't even own no cop, bro. I be having motherfuckers come give me a, I be getting chauffeured and shit. Motherfuckers be dirty and shit, so I don't even be driving. Yeah. Let me drive. Hey, Vaughn say, hey, niggas be dirty and stuff. He said niggas be for sick. He said niggas for 63rd, they be still, they dirty and stuff.
THF and 051 are sworn enemies and have been at war for years. Lil Mark was 051, so that's why THF TP dissed him the way he did on the bus stop track. Multiple bodies have been dropped on both sides, and it looks like the war isn't ending anytime soon. 051 Melly and THF Bezu had one of the most classic THF 051 IG lives in history. Both men are from op sets, have seen members die on both sides, and both of them sat down as men and chopped it up.
I'm finna start putting some of these hoes on blast. They want to be on my live. These don't even want to respond to my fucking inbox. On fucking grade. They probably think you ugly, bro. I don't know how ugly. I ain't no pretty boy ass nigga. I'm one of them niggas. I'm for them one of them niggas.
So she supposed to just off your name, huh?
I'm for them she supposed to on my name. She gonna block her bless or not?
You crazy.
You talking about, dude?
You crazy, Zoo.
Do I look in the mirror every day to you?
I do.
You do? Half of y'all ass basketball players and mama's boys.
I still play basketball. And I'm still a mama's boy.
You ain't telling the media that, did you? For them, who forced y'all in?
I still play basketball.
Hey, Melly, who forced y'all in this shit?
Who? Who the reason why we play with guns?
Who forced y'all in this shit?
Y'all the first people in this.
Y'all would drive y'all mama's cars in 8th grade, bro.
See, you lying. I want to drive my mama's car. I want to drive
y'all asses in grammar school driving y'all mama's cars. The whole your money was and basketball players. Keep it real.
Oh, now you lying for you. You just said half the thing. Hey, you can say half the young man was basketball players. You ain't finna say nobody no bitch, nigga.
Hey, Melly, man, half y'all was and mama's boys, man. Y'all drive y'all mama's car in 7th and 8th grade, bro.
can't
We
say
forced
that.
y'all in this shit, bro. We the reason why y'all got y'all name right now. You know that.
You say y'all the reason why we got us a name, and y'all the reason why y'all got a name. Y'all got a name. It go both ways. No, it go both ways. If we finna start this on here, I don't even give a damn. You want to start this on? It's gonna go both ways. It's never been no killing without killing.
Many rumors surround the death of THF-TP, but one of the many rumors is he was gunned down for making that bus stop video before catching a case and getting locked up. When THF-TP was killed, he was fresh from being released from serving time. A 29-year-old man was gunned down in front of his daughter Wednesday evening outside a Westside restaurant, where she worked on a school project about black-owned businesses, according to Chicago police. The brutal attack happened about 6:40 p.m. right after Terrence Pearson, his girlfriend, his daughter, and another young relative left the TNT rooftop restaurant at 5405 West Madison Avenue.
Like 2 trophies for me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, at least I can say I did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how long it took. I did that shit. Like, a lot of motherfuckers can't say they got 2.1 million views on one song.
A white Nissan pulled up alongside them, and gunmen jumped out and fired at Pearson at least 25 times, according to a police report obtained by the Sun-Times. The assailants got back into the Nissan, made a U-turn, and sped off down Madison, leaving Pearson lying on the sidewalk, his daughter's pink poster and art supplies tangled among bullet fragments, blood splatter, and Pearson's wallet and key fob, the report said. Pearson died about an hour later at Loyola University Medical Center in Maywood. An autopsy Thursday determined Pearson died of multiple gunshot wounds, and his death was ruled a homicide, according to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. THF-TP's death shocked the internet by the blatant disregard for human life and executing him in front of his family. This hit showed us that the rules of the game are gone and it's kill or be killed. There were many different members of the drill culture who spoke out about the loss of THF-TP and the way he went out.
Did you see the video of THF-TP getting killed in front of his kids?
No. What? Was this recent?
Yeah, it happened probably like maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
What? Killed in front of his children. Stuff like that produces more demons.
Hold on.
That stuff produces more demons. If that child was actually up in age at all, man, even knowing that your life was taken from you, that'll have you never know who the dudes is. Cause I know that was about me one time. I'm just thinking about it, cause my dad got killed when he was 18. And I'm just like, boy, if I ever see the niggas that ever did that to my daddy, you know, you just hold a grudge in your heart for stuff like that, man. So I pray for them children. I pray for them children. That's terrible, man.
Let me show you.
This was not tolerated, gang. Playing, you get caught with your kids, it's like you getting caught out of bounds, gang. All right, can't even touch the ball, you out of bounds right now. You know what I'm saying? Also, real, you forget caught with their mama. Be back on that court, bitch. I'll catch you. Ball up. Ball up when you get out here. Ball up. Feel me? So it's like, see that shit? It brought a sickening feeling to my stomach, gang. Cause since when we started saying fuck the kids for real, gang? Since when we traumatizing kids, gang? That's life changing. That's detrimental, like trauma right there. That's detrimental trauma. Like, on my mama, that's trauma that, shorty, I can't even get rid of some of the trauma I deal with.
What do you think about the dude from THF-TP who was just murdered in front of his kids?
Yeah, they wild as hell, Cam. Like, I would've never did no shit like that. I'm f***ed up, but I ain't that f***ed up, Cam. Like, you could get a pass you with your kids with me, man. I don't do that shit. Like, I love the kids, you know? And I don't want to see the kids grow up like us, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna change my ways to, like, show something, you know what I'm saying? For the kids, because it's like, I'm really living like this, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just basically, like, faking, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I lost too much behind this, Cam. Like, so I'm what I am, you know? And I'm forever gonna be that. And I'm always gonna look over my shoulder. I don't give a motherfucker say, oh, it's over. This shit over. Like, I'm still gonna be looking. It's just, my street mentality is just like, at any given moment, I know that this shit happened to you, like, and I can't let these niggas get me out the way, like.
Hey, young Marco.
But it's just like, man, I wouldn't have did it. Like, they bogus as hell. They ain't even get a man a chance, though, like. He ain't have a chance to run, like. Then his daughter was standing right there, like, seeing the whole everything.
You know it's real when your ops even feel bad for the way you died. That goes to show that even the hardest steppers still have a heart when it comes to women and children, because they came up under real OGs who instilled those values in them. 2 men are dead and another injured after a deadly late-night drive-by shooting outside Pork Chop Barbecue in Chicago's Edgewater neighborhood. Rumors swirl that O-Block rapper Munna Duke and Youngin were set up in enemy territory on 63rd. As detectives investigate, the streets suspect betrayal from someone close.
Now, one thing I'm very interested in asking you all, because I had to get the whole city of Chicago reaction, but I ain't got the O-Block reaction yet to the Charleston White disrespect.
Kim, I don't even want to talk about
we
that.
ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, you shouldn't have left.
That's your boy, ain't it? That's your boy. That's your boy.
You shouldn't have left.
That's your boy.
I ain't even gonna talk about Blue.
Yeah, nah.
ain't gonna talk about skip the question, but you supposed to be on a no-fly zone to do any interview out here.
Come on. Say that.
Is it true that he got 3 people locked up from O-Block though?
I don't know.
Look, folks told him, he my boy. Stop asking about him. Stop asking about him.
Ignore him.
So, just going into the music. Tell us.
At what point did you meet everybody that you know now? Did you guys know each other as like little kids too?
Oh yeah, we all grew up together. Like, we all went to the same grammar school, you know? We all went to the same grammar school, and it just went from there, you know, grammar school to high school, and to the age we is now.
So you met Vaughn at that point, Chief Keef then too?
Yeah, all of them, we grew up together, you know. We different ages. Me and Vaughn probably like the same age. I'm probably like a year older than him. And yeah, we all around the same age, yeah.
Turning to breaking news from overnight on Chicago's Northside. Chicago police say 2 people were shot and killed and a 3rd person was hurt. This happened early this morning near Broadway and Rosemont. It's still unknown what led up to that shooting. So far, no one is in custody.
In the quiet, early hours of the morning, a sudden eruption of violence shattered the stillness of Chicago's North Side. 2 men dead, another fighting to survive. A late-night restaurant, drenched in blue and red lights, and the neighborhood left asking, why here? Why them? And who knew they'd be standing there at that moment? This is Drillers and Trappers, and tonight, we pull back the curtain on a chilling mystery that begins with bullets on Broadway and ends with whispers of betrayal, territory, and silence. It was just before 1:30 a.m. on the 6300 block of North Broadway, outside Pork Chop Barbecue, a well-known spot with a late-night liquor license and a reputation for attracting a certain kind of crowd. Patrons say the night had been calm, music in the air, drinks in hand, but then gunshots, multiple rounds fired from a moving car, a drive-by, fast and merciless. When first responders arrived, they found 3 men sprawled across the sidewalk. One, a 28-year-old, had been hit multiple times. He was rushed to St. Francis Hospital, but it was too late. A second, 31, had been shot in the chest. He too would not make it. The third victim, 36, survived. Shot in the back, he remains in fair condition. Broadway was shut down. Flashing lights, crime tape, shell casings on concrete, but no answers, only questions and silence.
An overnight shooting has left 2 people dead. There's another individual hurt. Asal is at the scene. Asal resides. She's at Broadway near Rosemont Avenue, gathering all the details for us as everything unfolds. Asal.
Yeah, Suzanne, we just watched police pick up dozens of evidence markers before they cleaned the scene here, and the fire department just showed up. They are washing off the sidewalk, as we see them often do after crime scenes are cleared up. We heard on police scanner radio that the shooting happened at this place called Pork Chop right here. Online it says they're a restaurant and jazz lounge. We're told the victims were standing right here on the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting. Take a look at this video we have of the scene. At least 40 evidence markers on the street here in the shooting's aftermath. Police say gunshots rang out just before 1:30 this morning. This is on Broadway between Devon and Rosemont Avenue. Right now, police say they don't know what led up to this shooting. When they arrived, they say they found 3 people shot, and none of the victims could give them any information. We're told a 28-year-old and a 31-year-old man were both shot and pronounced dead at nearby hospitals. A 36-year-old man was also shot and taken to Evanston Hospital, where he was in fair condition at last check.
You guys are getting a person shot in the 24th District, Broadway and Rosemont and Broadway. Caller says the male shot in the back. Offenders ran away. Caller says that the shooting was at the club Pork Chop.
And Suzanne, we heard on police scanner radio that the shooter was captured on City Pod cameras and was possibly driving a stolen car. Detectives still looking for that suspect this morning. They say so far they've made no arrests.
What makes this shooting even more puzzling is where it happened. Edgewater is no stranger to late night activity, but it's not a war zone, not like the South Side. Not like 63rd. So why were these 3 men, 2 of whom would never leave alive, here? According to police scanner chatter, the shooter was caught on City Pod cameras, possibly driving a stolen vehicle. But what stands out isn't the shooter, it's the timing, the place. In the world of Chicago drill, every move is calculated. Every hood knows its boundary. According to backdoor whispers, this wasn't random. Sources claim Munna Duke and Youngin were set up, that they were lured into the bar, that masked men were already inside, drinking and watching, that someone in the parking lot wearing a shiesty mask paced back and forth, waiting for a signal. At that hour, that location, it's not likely their enemies just happened to be driving by. This felt organized, planned, deliberate. So who gave the green light? To understand the weight of this story, you need to understand who Munna Duke was. A respected name out of O Block, affiliated with Lil Durk, close to the late King Von. A voice in the drill scene whose sound was raw, street-born, and unmistakably Chicago. He came up out of Lamron, spent time behind bars, missed his son's first and second birthdays while locked up, but came home focused. His breakout single, 12 a.m., marked his return, and he didn't slow down. Winning, right back, all bangers. To his fans, he was up next. To his ops, a threat. But even in the world of drill, where danger is understood, no one expected this.
You know, I think everybody probably knows you're from O Block and out of the south side of Chicago. But, you know, can you kind of paint that picture for me? Like what it was like for you growing up and the struggles you went through and, you know, everything you've seen.
I went through a lot growing up, you know. As far as like jail, losing people, casualties. It wasn't easy, I can tell you that, you know. Went through a lot of struggles, but it made me the man who I am today, you know what I'm saying?
Were you born into O Block or did you move there at some point? Like how did all that happen for you?
No, I was in that area, like in that vicinity, you know what I'm saying? And Once my project got too down, I kind of moved right there, you know what I'm saying, to O Block when I was kind of like a kid.
Man, listen up. There's body cameras on. I gotta read you your rights, alright? Before we ask you any question, it's our duty to advise you of your rights. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and may be used against you in a court or other proceeding. Do you understand that you have a right to talk to a lawyer before we ask you questions and to have him with you during questioning?
Talk to my lawyer.
If you cannot afford or otherwise obtain a lawyer and you want one, a lawyer will be appointed for you and will not ask you any questions until he or she has been appointed. If you decide to answer now with or without a lawyer, you still have the right to stop questioning at any time, or to stop the question for the purpose of consulting a lawyer. You may waive the right to advise of counsel and your right to remain silent, and you may answer questions or make a statement without consulting a lawyer if you so desire. Do you understand each of these rights?
Cannot talk to my lawyer.
Do you understand each of these rights?
Cannot talk to my lawyer. You say I have to talk to my lawyer. Cannot talk to my lawyer.
Do you understand
Cannot
each of
talk
these
to
rights?
my lawyer. Cannot make a call to my lawyer. Cannot talk to my lawyer.
Do you wish to answer
Cannot
questions?
talk to my lawyer. Cannot talk to my lawyer. Yes or no?
Appreciate your cooperation.
The story of Chicago's BD Civil War is more than a tale of gangs. It is betrayal, paranoia, and bloodshed that doesn't stop at outsiders. Murders blamed on friends, families wiped out in seconds, lives lost over something as small as a stolen watch. And the most haunting question remains: if the black disciples are willing to turn on each other, who will be left when the smoke finally clears? Alright y'all, there y'all have it, man. That's the BD Civil War. Hey, get in that comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think. Drillers and trappers, we outside trapping and drilling 247. Hey man, don't go nowhere. Watch that next video. Gang!